in hindsight, I started putting some of this together with regards to, you know, what might be going on for me. And this was a long and arduous journey with some of this. I want to scroll ahead a little bit because I don't want to get too caught in just my things, but these were some of the factors and the motivations from within that really gave me the drive to go back to school. First and foremost, all the letters behind my name, my bachelor, my master's, and my PhD, really, it took all of that just to get a beginning to understand myself, right? And so, you know, I am a person that I really needed to know, and I could feel that I hadn't reached the origin of myself. I really hadn't gotten back to the origin of what it was. As it turned out, the origin was an inability to be vulnerable. I've spent many years, 4 decades to be precise, in 12-step programs, which really we could look at it as cognitive behavioral and structural change. And that's where I first started learning about what vulnerability is, how allowing myself to listen to another person can impact me in a way that I can't take myself. In the rooms, they talk about, you know, we can't keep it if we don't give it away, and we can't use the same head that got us drunk to get ourselves sober. That line right there is important, I believe, for those of us that have gone into the coaching field, because it's very, very important to create a distinction in my mind between where we end and our client or the person we're working with begins. What I have learned over this time with some of the traumas that I've had and the effect that's lasted for a long, long time is that it's about everything's co-created, and we are like an alchemical process between the two of us, where you pour your ingredients into the center, I pour mine, and those chemicals of whatever combust into the creation of something new. And in this way, you've got space between, so you can take what you need and leave the rest, and I have space between, and I can take what I need and leave the rest. And it's always a teacher-student, student-teacher type of dynamics and relationship. The only way that I could coach you would be for you to teach me about you and your goals and areas that you see, because you're the expert within yourself. You live in there. I don't. That's how I see a collective species first, that we're always a we first, and that everything is always collaborative.